Hello, everyone. It is Imogen here, and I'm here today to talk about awareness of space, and maybe we'll discover together why this is an important one of the concepts in my body intelligence trio. So I thought I'd guide you through a little space exploration, if you like. It's an abbreviated version of an exploration that we go through in my courses and with my one-to-one students. Um, and so you'll get a little chance to try this yourself and see what you notice when you're guided to be aware of the space around you, maybe in some ways that are a little different from what you normally do or how you normally think about space, if you think about it at all. Okay, so you can be sitting right here, or you can lie down if you prefer for a couple of minutes while we do this. But basically, it would be a good idea, however you are, to have your eyes open. So, as we start our little space exploration, first, just literally take in the physical space you're in. You can kind of take in the boundaries of the space you're in, the walls, the floor, the ceiling. And you can also take in the physical things that are in your physical space. So, whatever that is for you. So, for me right now, I can notice lamps, a couch, door, window, pictures on the wall, a chair, piano, plant, all sorts of things. So, just kind of being aware, you're aware of the boundaries of your space and you're aware of the physical things that uh, uh, are in your space. So just notice that and notice how you feel noticing that. So now, those two probably weren't too unusual. You maybe don't particularly pay attention usually, but that didn't seem much different maybe from what you normally do. This one might. So now I want you to bring your attention so you notice the spaces between the things in your space. So, for instance, I can notice the space between the lamp and the chair, the space between the window and the couch. So, just take a moment or two noticing the spaces between the things in your space. And as you do that, notice if anything shifts in you as you notice in this perhaps different way for you. And as you continue with that idea, I want you to, if you haven't already, include yourself in this. So you're noticing the space between you and some of the things in your space, and between you and the borders of this space. So I am noticing the space between me and the wall behind me. I'm noticing the space between me and my desk, between me and my computer screen. So just take a moment noticing that, noticing, paying attention to, acknowledging even that it's there, the space between you and the borders of your space, the things in your space. And maybe you can finish up with noticing the space between you and your device. And that might change how you interact with your device, how you look at your device. And then we're just going to, before we finish up this little mini space exploration, I'm going to invite you to now um, go beyond the physical boundaries of your space. So, taking a sort of imaginative leap, imagining what's beyond. So, you could start off by thinking about the space that's above you, and you're going all the way up to your ceiling, and then going beyond the ceiling, up through the rest of the building, beyond the roof of the building that you're in, going up into the sky, and you're going up and up, and then you're going beyond the atmosphere, and you're going beyond and up and out into space, beyond, 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 up infinitely, kind of imagining space above you. And now just kind of coming back to here now in your physical space, and we'll do the same idea for below. So you can notice the space below you to the floor, and then imagine all that's beyond that, going beyond the and beneath the building that you're in, and kind of going through the center of the earth, even. And so you're kind of coming out somewhere on the other side. Um, and then you're going beyond, whether you're on land or sea, beyond the physical earth and into the sky on the other side, and out into beyond the atmosphere, out into space beneath you, and beyond and beyond and beyond, imagining that infinite amount of space that is below you. And then coming back to here now. And we can do the same with going in front of us and behind us. And let's try and do that simultaneously and just see if we can imagine that there's space beyond the walls of the room that we're in, beyond the building that we're in front of us. And there's also space beyond the walls of the room, beyond the building that we're in, behind us. And then as you continue to kind of imagine in that space, in front and behind you, you're kind of going out into your community, in front and behind, out beyond the community, the town, city, village, whatever it is, beyond, out into the countryside, beyond your country on either side, beyond the earth on either side, beyond the atmosphere on either side, and out into space. So you've got this infinite space that you're imagining both in front of you and behind you. And coming back to here now, and then finally we'll finish up with this imaginary journey into space, imagining the space to either side of us. So you've got the walls to the right and left of you, whatever room you are in. You're going beyond the building to either side of you. You're going beyond your community, beyond your country, to either side, beyond the earth to either side, and out into space, and beyond into the infinite space that is on either side of you. And coming back to center yourself here and now, knowing that there's this possibility, indeed, there's a reality that there is infinite space above and below you, in front and behind you, to either side of you, and indeed in any other direction. And that you are in the center of this space. So just take a moment to notice how you feel now, and if that's any different from when we started this mini space exploration. You could reflect on how you feel. You find, and I'm noticing it in myself now, just having guided you through that I notice in myself a sense of more openness, expansiveness, more breath, more spaciousness indeed, within my physical body, and that's common. And you might also notice that there were particular ways of noticing space that you found more helpful. There were maybe some that you found more challenging. Sometimes the infinite space, some people find it wonderful and freeing, and for some people it's too much. So fine, and you can also play with that, play with, well, how much space imagining seems the most helpful, the most comfortable for me. Um, so this can be a very useful idea. And as I said at the beginning, awareness of the space around us is one of the key concepts in my body intelligence trio. My previous video was on our support from the ground. And so this is awareness of space. Um, and next time, I will be going into the third concept, which is noticing ease. And these can all kind of play beautifully together, but they all are helpful in and of themselves on their own. So do let me know what you found most helpful. And here are a few thoughts. We call this constructive thinking. Any thought that can help us improve or has the possibility to help us improve the quality of our experience, the amount of ease we maybe feel in our body or experience in any given moment. So, some thoughts you could try out to just sort of conjure up this idea, or I'm free to notice the space above me, below me. I'm free to notice the space in front of me and behind me. I'm free to notice the space on either side of me. Or just simply, I'm free to notice the space all around me. And that can be in whatever way you prefer, or you could even just leave it open to whatever your body, mind, being is drawn to in the moment. So again, I'd love to hear from you. So do leave me a comment. What aspects of this was new? What was found helpful? What do you have questions about? And I hope you'll tune in for my next video on noticing ease.